Hey y'all, welcome back to Misguided Intuition, where I could tell you better than I could tell me. Whew, we have made it to Happy Retrograde. Yay. So this reading is going to be for August 23rd, 2023, or for whenever you come across it. These are general, not sign specific messages that are meant to be seen when you see them. So, updates. Right. I am contemplating opening up for doing personal readings for people on a limited basis. I have a lot going on in my life just between doing YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That's a lot right there to keep that up every day. And then with what's going on in my personal life, there's a lot going on there. So you will probably see stuff change even more as time goes on, because I am packing stuff up and downsizing and whatnot. And so I do want to offer personal readings, but I'm going to have to figure out basically how many per time frame that I feel that I'm capable of doing. And I'm trying to kind of figure out what I feel like is a fair rate to charge. What I'm thinking of doing is I'm considering using Vimeo as the platform where you can, if you like maybe emailed or booked a personal reading with me, I had to figure that part out too. But so request the reading, submit the payment, I do the reading, and then I'm thinking Vimeo might be the easiest one. I'm not sure exactly. I'm still researching that. And then you would be able to go and access your reading there. I did consider Patreon, but that's more like a subscription service, and I don't know how to do one-off interactions on there. Then I could go through Etsy, but I'm also not clear on how to do for custom listings for custom readings. And then I have to also consider any fees incurred, So I just want to make sure that if I go into it, that it becomes that it's the best experience for both sides, for myself doing and offering the readings, and then for anybody who should choose to purchase a reading. So as I get it figured out, I will keep you updated, or I'll put something in the community tab, or perhaps pin a post on I might pin something on my Instagram and TikTok also when I get that worked out. But that's pretty much the only update. So let's see what message wants to come out today. And I am filming later in the day than I normally would, but I got a lot of stuff going on. So let's listen. Where to put that? But it keeps falling down. Whatever. Okay. You know what? We're going to stick that right in there. All right. What message needs to come out for anybody who pops in here? Hopefully the lighting won't cause too much glare on the cards too. I know it's probably a little more yellow than what we've usually got going on. We usually earlier on in the day or middle of the afternoon, and we are pushing evening time now, so okay, listen here. This is going to be the last shuffle. All right. What is the situation for today? What is going on today? Queen of Wands, the Moon. Not taking all that. So I feel like whatever is going on right now, you are pushing forward primarily based on intuition, because you don't know exactly where you're going, but you know that you're going. I hope that makes sense, but what is the obstacle? Okay. The obstacle might be money. Kind of hard to move around without it. Suggested action is Two of Wands, planning, taking risks, leaving your comfort zone. Okay. And the outcome at this time. Yep, and there it goes up all over the floor. Let me pick those up real quick. At least they landed pretty much upright. So we got the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Cups for the outcome. So, oh, okay. I'll move all my stuff. And then, what do we got here? The bottom we have the World. The top we have the Three of Wands. That's progress. Ten of Swords. You are, woo, still the same energy that's been in the readings lately of feeling like kind of exhausted and overwhelmed, but you're also persevering and pushing through, which is excellent to see. So that means that nobody is giving up here, right? You're pushing forward. But I mean, this Queen of Wands, the Moon, I think I've said this before, but when I said you're using your intuition to make your steps, even though you don't have a clear picture of exactly what your path is just yet. Reminds me of when my youngest daughter said, let's look at the bright side. I don't know what it is, but let's look at it. That is exactly what I'm getting from that. That's funny. So your outcome, there's another card of intuition here. If you start feeling fatigued or overwhelmed or whatever, don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help as well. But I feel that your intuition is really strong at this time. You're almost, as I'm always saying on here, you're almost there. And here, this is, you know, your action is planning, leaving your comfort zone. So doing something that maybe your plan needs to include doing something that you never thought you would do. And if you do that, you can go from planning to momentum, actually starting to move. You know, you might be a little bit stuck at this time, and it's like, do that thing that you think about doing that makes you excited, and it makes you hopeful, and you're like, yeah, I could do that, and then you talk yourself out of it. Stop talking yourself out of it and do that thing. That's what I'm getting there. So let's clarify with crystal visions. Probably gonna do, I usually would just group them and clarify them as one, and I'm feeling the pull to clarify them individually, even though, like, that is the situation, that is the outcome. I'm feeling like we're going to clarify each card individually. So that's what we're doing today. So let's see. Oh, we got peekers. The Devil, Six of Wands. Don't get caught up in, give it to me. Don't get too hung up on the end game. Don't get too hung up on whether or not, right. Don't get too hung up on whether you are, whether this is absolutely going to be super successful or an absolute failure. Don't get caught up in that. And don't, on the other hand, another way to take it is what I said, don't talk yourself out of it. Do the thing that you're thinking of doing. That could literally make the difference between progress and staying stuck. So, that being said, let's clarify the Queen of Wands here. That is a lot, but whatever, we'll take it. And can we clarify the Moon, please? Can we get the Moon, please? That is also a lot. And the King of Pentacles, why is the King of Pentacles the obstacle? Can I get one more on him, please? Okay. And the Two of Wands, suggested action. Can I get one more on that, please? Don't overwork yourself or exhaust yourself either while you're, like, don't overwhelm yourself. Okay, and the Nine of Wands, please. The Nine of Wands, please. Jeez. Okay. And the Queen of Cups, please. Queen of Cups, please. Why is the Queen of Cups in the outcome here? Okay. Always fishing cards off the floor and out of the box. No, this one didn't land in the box. Yeah. This one came out sideways. I got the Lovers. All right. So at the bottom of this, we have Five of Wands. The top, we have Page of Swords. And we have the Magician. Like, I feel a hunger for this. I'm feeling like whatever this is that you're thinking of doing really makes you feel hungry for it, and you're willing to fight to make this happen. And not like fight in an aggressive manner. I don't mean fight in an aggressive manner, but I mean, if you had two selves right now, and your one self is like, do it, and the other one's like, I don't know, your do it self is knocking your I don't know self out and being like, yeah, let's do this, right? I feel like this conflict is internal. I don't feel this is external. I feel that you are trying to maintain your confidence and your enthusiasm. Like, I feel that you're, yeah, like, gosh, what is, okay, where did I see, yeah, that's twice you have Ten of Swords. Yeah, and twice you have Queen of Cups. I feel that you waver, that your energy wavers back and forth between like, hell yeah, I'd be really good at that, and that would be so much fun, and it would make me so happy, and this is what I want to do. And then you're like, oh God, no, I don't know if I can do it. What if I'm not good at it? What if it's not successful? Well, I'll tell you this. You'll never find out if you don't try. Right? Look at my, go scroll through my videos right now here on YouTube. I do not have thousands of followers or thousands of views per video. And, you know, sometimes I'm like, damn, should I keep doing it? And then the reason I keep doing it is because I love doing this. I love helping people. I even was on the phone with a friend earlier, and you know, we got off topic. She called for one thing, and then we ended up talking about some other stuff. And just out of habit, whenever I talk to her, I have a tendency to grab cards, any cards that are in the vicinity, or migrate towards my cards, and I'll just start throwing stuff and start asking her questions based on what I'm throwing while we're talking. And you know, she always has a really positive response to that. And it makes me feel good because I feel like I helped her. So that's why I keep doing this. Like, if I got thousands of followers and thousands of views, I would not object. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to do this even if I have, what do I have right now? 13 subscribers and an average of like, I don't know, 2 to 9 views per video. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to be here. So there's that. So on the Queen of Wands, you've got the Star, the Ace of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. So, yeah. And then the Moon. Six of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like this idea, this whatever, I know the Lovers is down here. I don't get relationship out of this at all. I feel that this is either general situation or work related. There's also a substantial amount of pentacles in here, so I feel like this idea for this project or this whatever that you're doing, it makes you feel hopeful, and it makes you feel impassioned, and it makes you feel creative, and it makes you feel like you could really go somewhere with this, that you could really build your own foundation and your success off of doing whatever this project is. This may be a side hustle for some of you. And although the Moon is here and you don't know everything yet and you're having to intuit your way forward, I feel that you're really ready to charge forward with this, that you might be reaching out to other people who you could work with on this or who could help you on this. And you feel balanced about it. You feel like this could restore some balance, maybe financially, is what I'm feeling. Your blockage is the King of Pentacles, and I feel like you think that maybe you don't have enough money to do this, but you know, I gotta tell you, like, say if you're talking about starting a YouTube channel, you don't need money to start a YouTube channel. You got a phone because you're watching it on something, right? You got a phone, you got a computer with a webcam. Do you have a laptop and a digital camera, like whatever? I mean, you have to have something because you're watching this video, right? So you already have a foundation right there with what you have. And so while you're in your head about your perceived lack of resources, please know that that's in your head. You have what you need to get this going. So yet again, to remove this blockage, just take this little blindfold off and start looking around at what you have that you can use to get this off the ground. I think you'll be fine. And then in time, you know, as whatever this is grows for you, you can certainly allocate, like if you get my, you know, if you grow your financial resources, you can allocate some of your finances towards, you know, you can invest it into this thing and expand from there, right? So your suggested actions. Oh, he's got a crystal ball here. So we got the Four Swords, the King of Wands, on top of the Two of Wands. Leave your comfort zone. Take the risk if it's not costing you anything but time, okay? Because, like I said, obviously you have what you need to get started. So it's not like a huge risk, right? You might need to make time for it. Um, but decide to move forward with this, okay? And leave your comfort zone. And while you're doing it, try to, simultaneously hold your vision for this, but also kind of relax a little bit. Like, don't let yourself get too worked up or stressed out over this. Just hold your vision in general, not necessarily obsessing about the outcome, like, oh my god, am I going to be an overnight millionaire, or am I going to be a starving artist for the next 10 years? Well, ultimately that's it's totally dependent on what you're doing and what your reach is, and how it's received. So, I can't factor that in using cards. If I can, I don't know how. But, hold your vision and stay dedicated to this. Hold on to your passion for this, but also do not overwhelm yourself with this, because this is going to bring you a new sense of, I'm feeling like fulfillment and accomplishment. And I'm not talking about your wallet. I'm talking about like on a soul level. I feel that if you move forward with this project or whatever, you're just gonna feel really fulfilled and pleased with doing it, right? So the Queen of Cups, then you've got the Knight of Wands, the Lovers. I mean, absolutely doing this could bring you to new connections. Starting anything new can bring you to new connections of any type, starting a new class or degree program, starting a new job, starting, a new business, anything can bring you to new connections. But I feel like this is also saying that you have a lot of intuition. Like I said, I feel like you're really intuitive at this time, and you have a lot of support around you in some form or another. I don't know you, so I can't say. And people know that you're a good person, that you're kind-hearted, that you're genuine and sincere, and I feel like they're gonna want to help. And so I feel like if you are like, you're trying to make a decision on, as you're moving forward, you're trying to make a decision on this or that, yes or no, here or there, whatever the options are, right? Um, you're gonna intuitively, you're gonna know which way to go with it. I'm trying to word this, and yeah, so I just feel like you're gonna be able to, you'll feel it. You'll feel it, and you'll be able to sense which way you're supposed to go with it. Is our intuition always correct? Not necessarily. But if one option is better and one option is worse, I feel like your intuition is going to give you a tug towards the better option. And then even if that's not, so you have A and you have B, and A is a no and B is a your intuition is going to take you to B, and B is going to be like, oh, okay, this isn't quite it, but we're almost there. And then you're going to get to C, and that's going to be what you were trying to choose. Does that make sense? So I feel like you're gonna know this. You're gonna feel this as you're going through this. So all in all, this is actually, like, for all that there are weird, kind of intense cards here, this is pretty good. This is really good and really encouraging, and it's a lot lighter. Happier, not happier. Not necessarily happier, just a more positive, more enthusiastic, hopeful energy than the few previous readings that have been on here. Just trying to find the right words. So we'll pull some tea leaf cards first, because I like these, and they seem to give really good little bits of information. So let's start with this stack. Is there anything else we can add to this, please? That is too much, and I'll take the one that's face up. Anything else out of this stack? Okay. You might be having, at the bottom, there's dealings or relationship with a man. And then at the other end, wish will not be granted. So if there's something going on with a male influence in your life, that might not go how you were hoping, and that's okay. Like, shit happens, and we move on from it. So we have shield, you need to defend yourself. Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Well, it's a little bit of both sides there. I feel that this is saying, although you are being protected from negative forces beyond your control, this is also a good time to pay attention to what's going on around you and remain diligent with protecting yourself. I don't know what that's in regards to. Okay. We got the Sun, happiness and well-being, and Whale, great worry over nothing. So right, if you've got the do it and the oh my gosh no on your shoulders, we're gonna go with do it. You got Horseshoe, good luck. Mountain Road, you are on the road to success. This is a giant freaking yes for you right here. I don't know what you're working on. Please, for the love of all that is everything, put in the comments what it is that y'all are working on or thinking about working on. I really encourage and almost beg you to interact on this video, because nobody, well, no, there's one girl that comments occasionally, but I want you to go and I want you to drop it down in the comments what it is that you're either contemplating or that you're actually taking the first steps into. And if you're still in the contemplation phase, I want you to please, if you're comfortable, write what it is that you're hesitant about, what it is that prevents you from taking that next step forward. And let's help each other out in the comments, because right, you're gonna find support. You're gonna God, just do it. Just do it. I've lost my sentence there. Whatever. Let's see, any final messages on, oh, okay, we got a couple few. So this one says, karma, you will reap what you have sown. So please, there's a Sun here, so I'm going to hope that what you're reaping is good things that you've been working towards. But Claw, be careful, do not take risks. Now, this is a little contradictory of a message to have here, right? But what I'm feeling like that's referring to is over here where you're worried about, because it's telling you to take this risk or take this leap, right? So I think what it's saying about not taking risks is, if you have everything you need basically to get going, even at a beginner level, even at an entry level, do not take giant financial risks to get going on this. Start your endeavor, and then start pulling in money, and then very carefully decide as you go along where you can expand or what you can improve. So right now, don't go and like, oh my God, I'm going to throw $1,000 into this. Like, don't do that. You don't need to do that, because this is telling me that you already have everything that you need to get started. Okay, there's a double confirmation over there. So there's that. What is on the table? Recognition, reward for merit. Again, it says, karma, you will reap what you have sown. Now here we have Inkpot and Eagle. Problems to be resolved. Triumph over trouble, obstacles. Right. So I'm not going to say all the worry is for nothing, or all the, what is the word I want to use? Not apprehension. I'm not going to say all the should I not is for nothing. Like, that's, you know, as we're doing the human thing, right? We tend to be our worst critics. So You can have 100 people tell you that you're like absolutely freaking fantastic at something, and you'll still find the time to be like, oh, but I didn't do that right, or I didn't do this as good as that person, and I might not be as fantastic. But don't do that, okay? If you get 100 people telling you you're fantastic, fuck it, you're fantastic, okay? Like, take that. If you've already whatever this is that you're thinking of doing, if you have already demonstrated, presented, demonstrated, even just told someone about this, right? Whatever. If you've already, people have already seen you do this. People have already seen this, whatever. And they're telling you that you're freaking fantastic at it. Go off of that. So when you go into it, you can be like, hell yeah, I already know I'm good at this. Like, that was really, like, I brain farted through that whole one. But yeah, problems to be resolved, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Like, absolutely. So you might have hiccups, you might have haters, you might have somebody trying to, you know, block your, I think, was it the last reading or the one before? There was indication of somebody trying to block forward movement. There's always going to be, unfortunately, some butthead that comes in and tries to steal your shine. And it's your job to just keep vibing higher until that butthead falls off. And once you get yourself, like, once you ascend to a certain level, like, they're not even going to know how to come at you at that point, right? So they are a temporary, it's like that damn mosquito that you can't fucking, oop, there goes all the mouth. Apparently I felt really strong about that. It's like that mosquito that you just can't swat outside. He keeps coming back and biting you, and you finally squash the little booger, and you're like, right, I told you. It's kind of gonna be like that. That's how I feel. Let's go with angel answers. Pardon the very sudden potty mouth there. I don't know where the heck that even came from, but there it was. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like that off camera, but I usually am not like that on camera, so I don't know where that just bounced out of. See what yes, no, maybes come out of here. We got it within the next few weeks. Incidentally, it flew on the King of Pentacles. So I'm going to take it like this. Perhaps if you go ahead and proceed forward with this, you're going to see some turnaround within the next few weeks. You might have to start just with what you have. And then within the next few weeks, you might be generating enough to maybe invest in small improvements. You know? Yeah, it's not the right time to spend money into it. It's not the right time to spend money into it. You might be recovering from a financial hardship. Was there something in here about that? Problems to be resolved. Triumph over troubles. You might be recovering from a financial hardship. And that's why it's saying you don't need to dump a bunch of money into this, but put the work and the heart into it. Put the work and your heart into it, because you're going to see a return on it within a few weeks. And that's not a bad turnaround time, really. At the other end, it says compromise. So that might be your compromise. Like, you're not putting it in, you're not going to dump like a whole crap load of cash into it now. You're going to put the work and everything and build it up first. And that is actually a fantastic plan. Because this feels like some kind of creative endeavor, we're going to go into the Sacred Creators Oracle. This is going to be the last messages. But I feel like anytime we get something that has to do with work or potentially a creative endeavor, I feel like this is a really good deck to pull out and consult. So let's see here. What advice do you have for those who are, you just want to come out, so I'm not even going to include you in the next shuffle. Flip right up. What advice can we add to this and wrap this up? I'm really enjoying this one, y'all. This is very nice. So this one, the spark of hustle. Right. So this literally could be, you might have a regular 9 to 5 or whatever. You might work for corporate America, or you might already have a couple of gigs that you're doing. This is going to be a new hustle for you. Absolutely. What do you really want? What do you really want is at the bottom of the deck right now. We talked the other day about getting very specific with your what and your why. So if this makes you feel so passionate that you are like just millimeters away from taking that step forward, think about what you really want out of it. And not like what I was saying before about don't get hung up on the end goal. Don't get hung up on whether it's going to be successful or not. What do you feel like on an everything but monetary level? Let's take money out of the equation and say, what is this going to give you? Right? If it gives you money or if it doesn't, is it still going to be fulfilling for you? Is it something you're going to enjoy doing? Will you be able to hold the vision and the passion for this as you move along? If the answer is yes to those things, then this is what you need to do. This is what you need to try. Okay, so what else can we get? I am really enjoying this reading. Can we get any final messages, please? Or is there anything else? Anything. Got it. Almost had a jumper. Can I get at least one more? Maybe, please? Take it. Celebrate your wins. Okay. Celebrate your wins. It's a rooster and he's crowing. Absolutely. Once upon a time, my mom was a Mary Kay consultant. And I used to go to meetings with her, okay? And they have a thing that they do at their meetings where everybody gets an opportunity to crow. And what they mean is to celebrate their successes since the last meeting. Oh, I signed up this many representatives under me. Oh, I served this many customers. Oh, I gained this many customers. I made this much in sales. And I earned my free trip, or I earned my car. Like, it was amazing to see the things that these women could do, right? It was a really good time, actually. Overthinking can spoil the magic. Absolutely. Don't get overwhelmed and don't overthink this, okay? So you've got soul on fire. Absolutely. This spark, fire, lots of wands here too. This is something that if this brings you that much, when you think about doing it or you talk about doing this and it's bringing you that much fire and passion and ambition to do it, you need to at least try. Changes, cut the cords of doubt. I don't even have to go into the book. You need to change the way you think about whether or not, like I was saying about if 100 people tell you you're really freaking fantastic and you're the only one going, oh, but here's an example, okay? I crochet and I knit. I crochet better than I knit. I crochet faster than I knit. It's just the thing, but I like to do both. And I will tell you in a non-conceited manner that I am good at both. I study techniques, I practice, I try different things. If it's not for me, I'll pull it apart and I'll try something different. If it is for me, I'll keep going forward with it. Now, I can knit you a whole sweater and you could tell me, oh my gosh, the sweater is freaking amazing. It's so soft, it's so comfortable, it fits perfect. And I could be like, right, but I screwed up right here, and point out something that you didn't even see. I'm the only one that knows that was there. So while you're doubting yourself and you know, hovering on this ledge of, am I going to do it? Am I not going to do it? You're the only person doing that to yourself. Don't take this away from yourself. Like, how dare you? So yeah, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Change the way you think. Change the way you think about it. Allow yourself to accept some of these compliments that you've gotten. Like I said, 100 people tell you that you are fantastic. Well, stay off the desk. Then you are fantastic. I have my assistant Bagheera in here again, and she really wants to just get up here. Just, creator water. Let's see what that is real quick. Stay off the desk, Miss Ma'am. I don't want to fight with you today. Water is connected to the emotions. Stop it. Water is connected to the emotions, being in flow and relying on your intuition. Absolutely. Like I said, that Queen of Cups there. Also, I think the moon is water, isn't it? It governs the germination of ideas and conception, and it lives in the realm of dreams and prophecy. Cat, I have to ask you to please not go on my desk. Come here. Come here and let mommy read. All right. It governs the germination of ideas and conception, and it lives in the realm of dreams and prophecy. The element of water is insightful, healing, and cleansing. How can your intuition be of use to you right now, and what happens when you allow it to restore your balance? How would your situation change if you fell fully into your emotions? How well are your emotions helping you right now? And in what ways can they heal your situation? Are there places that love is hiding, waiting to be found? Water governs the watery depths of emotion and intuition. When you tune out all of the should do's and could do's, and you throw logic and responsibility overboard, what's left? Imagine that you are in water, on a ship, or on a beautiful beach, or maybe you're a mermaid swimming in the depths of the ocean. Tune out everything except for how you feel. All you know is that your emotion is guiding you, that any thoughts that come up for you are the direct result of your intuition. Stop it. What messages flow into your awareness? And then it says, immerse yourself in water. Take a ritual bath. Anoint your third eye with some fresh water and feel it opening up a little bit more as a result. Dip your hands in a bowl of water and cleanse them of any energy that is holding you back. Infuse them with the magic of water's healing. When you're done, you have a tall glass of intuition and healing, and wait for it to start working from within. Get down. Okay, well, I want to hear it. Yeah, the immerse yourself in water, a thing that I like to do if I'm feeling like particularly negative, doubtful, been surrounded by doo-doo energy, I will go take a shower. And I will set the intention in my shower that as I cleanse myself and the water runs down on me, that it is rinsing and washing away the negativity, the doubt, the doo-doo energy. Ma'am, enough. Sorry. She's very vocal today and every day. But yeah, so that is a little thing that I do for myself. Like, I get under the shower, I cleanse, and as I cleanse, I envision cleansing those thoughts away with the soap and water, rinsing the energy, and just like resetting. Because, you always feel like refreshed and, what do I say? Sparkly and new after you take a shower, right? So, try it, maybe something like that. Or if you go swimming, I don't know how to swim, so there's that. But if you know how to swim, if swimming is like cathartic for you, maybe stop. Maybe go do that. But yeah, that is what I have for you today. I strongly encourage you to do this. Be like Nike. Do it, right? That's not sponsored. That's just me. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow, all right? Y'all have a good one. Stay blessed.